So when you look at most things here in the United States, a lot of the stealth projects, all these things, when they come out, you always think, wow, it's over the top. What made somebody think of that? Land of Dreams here, Flight was born, a lot of the mass production and things of that nature is what won the war. So you get a lot of opportunities here, and of course I'm a dreamer, but I'm also a doer. So what I dreamt about, I put on paper, I drew, and researched and talked to a lot of veterans and stuck in the business for 30 years. So time came up. I'm not going to say it's simple, but with anything that you want to make happen, if you know the proper routes to go, you can make it happen. And that's the first thing I researched, was how to make that happen. So dragsters, number one, off-road vehicles, things of that nature, F1, Indy. How do you get that amount of horsepower to the ground? And that was the challenge, trying to get that type of level of integration into the vehicle. So again, the marriage of different systems and components, a lot of research, and I stuck it out in these types of fields within the automotive industry. So we wanted to integrate a lot of the new digital software, CAD and visual rendering software to help in designing this vehicle. Mm-hmm. The typical thing is you get an artist, he sits down, he draws it out, and product planning basically tells them what they want to have in it. They go to sculptor. The sculptor takes that rendering, sculpts it out in clay. Once you picked out the one that you want, it gets scanned into 3D, and that's when 3D is actually introduced into the product or the project. So I wanted to take out a lot of those steps and keep it within 3D. So we go from sketching the vehicle in CAD, take that sketch and translate it over into CAD as far as an engineering model, and then take that model and use it to make all the other models. They call them validation studies, and that's what you saw out there. More creativity with this one. You could see it in the actual design. Nothing was really held back. Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? So that's what I looked at when coming up with this design. So engineering was packaged in the vehicle early on. So you have this drawing, the placement of the mannequin, things of that nature, because it is for a bigger human can get into this vehicle. You can't do it in the other supercars, without doing a big customization. I started in high school, basically in a drafting class for architectural drafting. I liked it because it was a little technical, not much freehand or kind of creativity that I liked. So I had the art class as well, which gave me more creativity. But my teacher said to me, look, Rich, you like cars. and you talk to me about General Motors and all that, I can get you into General Motors. And I said, what? He said, yeah, but you gotta go with the more technical, a mechanical drawing and drafting. So that's what led me to mechanical drafting, and from that, my exposure in different drafting contests and things around the school took me to GM at age 15. So I was hired at GM, more on a co-op type basis, and then after high school I was full-time GM. Very early age, and I'm in automotive. This is what I wanted. I'm in the mix. I can see everything that's coming out, and how it's done. So I grew up in the business to where I am now. So I've looked at a lot of aspects of the automotive industry, and why not now? Why not me? Well, when you are ambitious and you look at the world and people and how much time you got here and the things you want to do in life, it's really a short period of time. When is the right time to do it? So it's kind of like a hired gun in the industry. You go and work on this project, it comes out, your name never gets attached to it. You're just a hired gun to get it done. And then you're on to the next thing. Well, all these other guys are doing it, and there's guys out there doing it who never did it before, but they're doing it. And I have the technical background and know-how to build a car. That's why I said, you know what? A couple startups, why not mine? Why not me? So it was time.